program are those of the speakers and the host and do not necessarily reflect those of Yoakley Scott Corporation and your sports network.
Yeah, I've been closer to Jesus before, so can you help me out? Oh, can you help me out? Am I on my own? Am I on my own? Or can you help me out? Am I on my own? Am I on my own? Or can you help me out? Can you help me out? I've been scared to look in my soul. I've been afraid I would follow the road. Yeah, afraid of the things I've been told.
Hello, everybody. Welcome inside a Friday edition of Running Point on YSNLive.com. Brought to you, as always, by Greenwood Chevrolet in Austintown. Anthony Hartwig alongside Ty Bartell. I picked the wrong day to wear all red. Red on red with the red.
You're just
red,
blending into the bricks in the background now.
all red everything. I just realized that when we came live, I was like, I am like a guy with a green screen scoot on a green screen.
Yeah, we just see these two arms and a head floating in red hair now
It'll
for
be kind of trippy.
you.
So this is Friday. We are happy that it's Friday, and as always, Ty, good baseball last night. Penn Ohio football game was a thriller. Ohio got the last second win with the toss from Bo Brungard to Dylan Dominguez. Tutty, South Range to Springfield. I should say Springfield to South Range connection. Bo Brungard won the offensive player of the game for Ohio, and Stephen Mara won the defensive player of the game for Ohio as well.
Two names we're all too familiar with too. Bo, obviously, superstar that's going to continue his work at YSU, and Stephen Mara out of West Branch, certainly a phenomenal athlete, adding another notch to his belt too. He already had how many? He won Big Dog for two different sports for us as well as now.
Yep.
Now he has a defensive player of the game for the Penn Ohio game as well.
Racking in those awards. It was a great game too. Like Ohio was up 19-6. Pennsylvania. I don't know if I want to call them like Penn because it's the Penn Ohio game, or if I just want to call them Pennsylvania. I haven't decided yet. But Pennsylvania came back and made it. I think they took the lead at one point, and then obviously with their last drive, Team Ohio was able to put it away with a touchdown pass to Dylan Dominguez from Bo Brungard.
And, it's the perfect, I think, appetizer of football before the season starts, which I believe is 8 weeks from today, actually, is when we're going to get our first football Friday. So it's kind of the appetizer before the main course. And I'm sure DJ got a little bit of the taste of it, too. I know the excitement is flowing for him, but he might not be wanting to let go of summer sports just yet.
I'm not ready yet either. It's too beautiful out.
It is. I love the weather that we've been getting over the last few days too. It's been really nice out.
35-28. Team Ohio gets to win in the Penn Ohio game, and it was everything you want from a showcase. It was great football, exciting, and it came down to the last play. So that was a great experience. DJ had the call with you. We also had that level up, which if you haven't seen it, a look inside of practice and a look inside of these players. It was an incredible video put together, and you can find that on our YouTube and our socials as well.
Those are always the cool part too of some of these seasons, is those level ups. And if you haven't seen them yet, you got to check them out. They really are a great experience doing sports.
6 Class B finals to get to from 16U action last night. Whiting, they had a battle. They tried to bounce back, but they pulled away 9-8. They escaped the prospects and get back in the win column.
And this is one that they escaped by the skin of their teeth. We know with Avalanche sitting right there firmly behind them in the standings, Whiting needed to get a win to make sure that they could hold on to the lead. Prospects were feeling that that Whiting and the roll-offs were on a down stretch, and they were trying to take advantage, and they almost did as well. You look at the box score, and the Prospects jumped ahead early 2-0. Whiting jumped ahead 3-2. They added 4 more runs in the 5th, made it 7-2 before they finally took a 9-2 lead, and then 3 runs scored in the 6th and the bottom of the 7th by the Prospects. Comeback fell just short in the 7th as they only put up a 3-spot, 9-8. They fell in this one, but Prospects were trying to give their best shot to Whiting, and Whiting may have felt a little bit too comfortable with the big lead going into the later part of the game.
So they stay in first place. No harm, no foul there as they escape with the win. Ballistic gets the win over Athletics 6-4 in their first game of the night. They played twice last night. Creekside also played twice. They got the first win of the night, 10-8 over Dura Edge. We'll go to the Astro Falcons, who took care of Eagleware 10-0. And then the other 2 games, Avalanche destroyed Nightline. They made sure they keep the pressure on Whiting as they're sitting right behind them on their heels. 14-2. Avalanche get the win, and then once again, their second game for both teams. Creekside beat Ballistic 2-1.
This was a huge night for Creekside, winning 2 games now, because you look at this, and we'll look at the standings here in a second, but I really want to shout out the second game where it was just a pitcher's duel, 2-1 ball game. And right out of the gate, how about this? Ballistic scores 1 run against Creekside right out of the gate, top of the first. They hold that 1-0 lead all the way until the 6th inning, where the bottom of the 6th inning, Creekside ties it 1-1, and they walk it off in the bottom of the 7th to win it 2-1 in this one. And this is a game, this is everything you ask for as far as a pitcher's duel is concerned. We look at the 2 big inning eaters, or, well, first and foremost on Ballistic side, 6 innings pitched by Cameron Huff. He gives up 5 hits, only 1 earned run, walks 3, strikes out 9, 93 pitches to get through those 6 innings. And then Creekside did a 1-2 punch. Tyler Mikulin pitched 4 innings, gave up 1 hit, no runs, walked 4, struck out 8. And then Adam Connorith went 3 innings, allowed 2 hits, 1 run, it was unearned, walked 3, struck out 6 as well. So it was a pitcher's duel through and through, but Creekside gets the second win of the night, and that really keeps them in pace now in the standings, and those were 2 big wins that they needed. You're muted, bud.
I did mute myself because I had to cough. But the definition of a tough luck loss for Ballistic on the mound. I mean, what more can you do? You strike out, 9, and you walk only 3, and then you only give up 1 earned run. It's like that's giving it all for your team. Sometimes baseball just doesn't work in your favor. Creekside goes from scoring 10 runs in game 1, and then they only scored 2 in game 2. If that's not a picture of how fickle this sport can be, I don't know what is.
Yeah, but those 2 wins do get them to 11-4, and that keeps them in 3rd place in that Livy division, but they're only 1 game back of Avalanche and 2 of Whiting right now.
So things are heating up as Whiting trying to stay in first place. They do for now with a 9-8 victory over the Prospects, but Avalanche and Creekside both getting really good nights to stay on their heels. 16U getting very, very interesting in this Class B season. Only about 8 games left. I know 16U has the slate where they will play Saturday and Sunday this weekend. So they have a lot of games over the weekend. So we're going to have a bigger picture of the 16U standings when we come back on Monday.
Yeah, absolutely we will. But right now, we look at the standings, and it's that Livy division. It has the most intrigue right now, I think, going into these last 8 games, as Astro keeps on keeping on in that Hernandez division. They're 11-4, with Dura Edge dropping that tough one to Creekside, putting them at 7-8 right now. 4 games the lead for Astros right now, and they're just a couple games away from clinching the division.
Yeah, those couple games away, and Whiting trying to hang on. It's going to be really, really interesting as we go through the rest of the weekend in 16U. We'll get into the weekend preview a little bit later in the show, but first, one more recap to get to you from last night as the Scrappers were in action. And they lost to Williamsport 9-7. To drop another game. Scrappers are still trying to get back to the winning streak as Williamsport comes in. Both teams were on a little bit of a skid as Williamsport lost a couple of games over the week to West Virginia. So something had to give, and Williamsport, the ones that comes out on top, 9-7, they get the victory.
Tough luck loss again for the Scrappers as they're still trying to find the winning ways yet again. As since they dropped one of their first games back to back, they haven't been able to really recover from the slide. They're looking to do so now going into this next game. But hey, it's like I said, you'd rather it happen at this point in the season, trying to figure out an identity for yourself. And for these players too, it's a perfect showcase for them to see what kind of competitive spirit they have too. Are they going to be able to pick this team up and get back to the winning ways?
So Williamsport finally able to take over the first place spot, but the Scrappers can take it right back tonight. They'll play them at 7:05 from Eastwood Field. Richie Giuliano will be on the call. So the Scrappers.
You think it motivates them now, seeing that there's a different team sitting ahead of them in the standings? You think now that that's like that could be a big enough wake up call? I mean, it was a competitive game. It's not like they just laid down. Mahoning Valley gave a great game. It just didn't fall in their favor. But you figure, like, if there's ever a game to kind of end that streak, looking up and seeing the team above you right now, and the team you need to beat being that team that's at your field right now, see if it's enough to motivate the Scrappers, and it'd be a big win, like you said, and get them back into first place.
All right, and now we have the tickets to give away since we're talking about the Scrappers. 4 free tickets to any home game of the rest of the Scrappers season. We do this every Friday. And the trivia question today, is this going to be based on last night's game if you watched or not? I want to know, and you can let us know in the comments. First to answer gets the questions. Who went 2 for 4 last night with 2 RBI and a run scored for the Scrappers? So if you tell me who went 2 for 4 with 2 RBI, tied for the team lead in RBI on the night, then you will have free Scrappers tickets for the any remaining home game. You can go tonight, you can go Saturday, you can go Sunday, you can go next week whenever they're back to Eastwood Field. These tickets are valid for any home game. So let me know who went 2 for 4 with 2 RBI in last night's loss to Williamsport, and a run scored, by the way. And then you can have tickets to the Scrappers.
Yeah, and take advantage of it, folks. I mean, you get a great game you can get to tonight, too, and there's a lot of great home games that are still on the slate with some great promotional nights as well that are up for Mahoning Valley. So you want to take advantage of it. There we go, and I'll put that there you go. We got the ticket for you, so we could keep that going for you.
That'll be all through the show. First one to get the answer right in the comment section. You can either hit the comments, or you can add us on Twitter at YSN Live, or you can add our Running Point Twitter at Running Point YSN. And if I get that notification on Twitter before someone comments, you'll get the tickets there too. So
yeah, absolutely.
It's going to be a fun time. Hit us up with the answer. But before we get to the rest of our show, Ty, we have a little bit of an update for the weekend. We have been looking at Storm Tracker 21. We realized that there is a threat of rain on Sunday for our All-Star game. You know, we never want to lose hope that we'll be able to dodge raindrops, but we also realize that we have to stay kind of progressive and proactive. I guess I should say not progressive, proactive with this. So we have talked with YSU, and what we're going to do is we're going to have a decision on the game by 4:00 on Sunday. So by 4:00, we will know whether the game is happening or not. And we have already set aside a rain date for Monday at 7. So if we have to push it because of rain on Sunday, we will play that All-Star game, same place, same time, just Monday instead of Sunday. So we just want to put that out there to help you guys schedule your weekend. Players, if you're watching, at least if that happens, you wouldn't have to rush home from a tournament. So if it rains on Sunday and we have to cancel, we have already set up with YSU that we have a rain date scheduled for Monday at 7. So I want to say that again. We'll say it again throughout the show. Right now it's on Sunday. We have not moved it yet. This is not a cancellation or a postponement. As of now, it is on Sunday at 7 o'clock. We will have a decision on the status of the game by 4:00 on Sunday afternoon. And if we do have to move it, we have already set the date for Monday if we do have to move it because of rain. So that's how the softball All-Star game is kind of shaping up. As far as Saturday's forecast goes, looks to be beautiful. So we shouldn't have any problems with the Saturday baseball for the All-Star game.
Yeah, no doubt. And we look at the baseball All-Star game. It should be a very warm night too, is what we're looking forward to. It should be exciting going into tomorrow. But yeah, Sunday with the threat of rain, we will have a tentative plan B, I guess you would say, in place. But stay tuned to our socials and you'll get updated on Sunday for the plans. If they do happen to change, we will confirm that too on our socials and we'll make sure you are updated as well. So make sure you stay tuned to YSN on Sunday to get those updated informations if we have to go to a plan B for the All-Star game.
And that decision will not just come from us, but it'll also come from the YSU field crew. They'll make the decision as well. It'll be a conversation between the two of us, whether or not we think it's, looking good to play, or whether, I don't know when the rain's supposed to come on Sunday. If it's already rained and the field can't take it, whatever it may be. But like we said, by 4:00, we will have that decision, because we know we can't make last second decisions with people coming straight from tournaments and trying to get there as fast as possible. So we want to make that decision in a timely fashion, and we will have it made by Sunday at 4, whether or not the game is on or not on.
Yeah, so make sure you stay tuned again to socials. We will have that answer for you as to whether the game will be Sunday or Monday, which is our plan B right now. But yeah, we'll definitely still planning to have a softball All-Star game. No rain has kept us from getting games in all year so far, so it's not going to change with the All-Star game.
Can't say this enough. It is still right now scheduled for Sunday at 7. We have not moved it. We are just trying to set up a proactive game plan. So once again, it is not moved. It is not canceled as of now. We just have already set up a rain date with YSU that if it does have to be moved, it would be Monday at 7. So plan accordingly.
Yeah, that's the makeup date that's in place right now.
Everything else still the same. $5 entrance. Everything will benefit MKC. The rosters will stay the same. So everything else would be the same if it moved to Monday.
Yep, absolutely.
So with that being said, let's get back to the show and back to our regular scheduled programming. Ty, we have some really good breaking news for YSN that came out yesterday, and it is a new partnership with the PAC Sports Network out of Division III NCAA sports, the President's Athletics Conference. Very well known in the area because a lot of area players go to play in it. It has the Westminster Titans, DJ Yoakley's alumni. He is an alumni, so it would be his alma mater. Whoa, got that out. Along with, let's see, a Teal, and we have St. Thomas, and in the football we have Carnegie Mellon and Case Western Reserve as well, and then we have Bethany, Chatham, Franciscan, Geneva is in that conference. Allegheny and Grove City are also in that conference. So the PAC Sports Network has made a partnership with YSN. Basically, they'll stream their games, and we'll be able to put the hyperlink on our live games page. So anytime starting in fall of 2022, anytime that the PAC Sports Network puts a game on their network, it'll be hyperlinked on our live games page. You'll be able to access it on YSN. We are so proud of this partnership. I know it's been DJ's dream for the last year and a half to try to get this nailed down. Obviously, he's a PAC alum with the athlete that he was a baseball player at Westminster, so he's very excited. We're all very excited. Ty, this opens up a whole avenue for YSN to get deeper into college athletics.
Absolutely. And I mean, like you said, Anthony, I mean, the schools you're going to see represented thanks to PAC SN streaming. I mean, Carnegie Mellon, Westminster, Washington and Jefferson, Grove City, Case Western Reserve, St. Vincent, Geneva, Waynesburg, Bethany, Thiel. These are some nice colleges, big name colleges in this area too that we've seen a lot of our area athletes going to. So getting to kind of still see them on YSN is going to be really cool.
Well, you just brought up, I love that now our athletes don't have to stop being covered by us after they graduate, because a lot of them go to the PAC. So it's like, hey, guess what? You're still on YSN. I'm gonna, there are a lot of still current players in the PAC that are YSN alumni, and now everyone that goes to the PAC will also carry their coverage from YSN straight to their school.
Yeah, and we love to see it as well, and we're looking to open up more avenues and doors to those kind of relationships at the next level, so we can continue covering our local athletes even when they go on to their college ranks.
Yeah, and we are, like I said, we are so excited. Here is a quote from the press release that we released. As a former Division III athlete, I understand how important it is to so many continue their academic and athletic careers beyond high school. I feel that the PAC is one of the more elite conferences in the NCAA, and I am grateful that Joe Onderko and Randy Gore see the value of introducing their brands as our fans at YSN. That is the quote from DJ Yoakley as far as what he thinks about this partnership. The PAC network has been broadcasting since the fall of 2011. It is designed to showcase athletics in the President's Athletic Conference. Over the years, the PACSN has streamed numerous live championship events for the PAC, including men's and women's basketball, men's and women's soccer, and men's and women's lacrosse, women's volleyball, baseball, and softball. Full-time PAC members in coverage include Allegheny, Bethany, Chatham, Franciscan, Geneva, Grove City, St. Vincent, Teal, Washington and Jefferson, Waynesburg, Westminster, and affiliate members in football include Carnegie Mellon and Case Western Reserve. In addition to championship broadcast, the PAC Sports Network also features the PAC Basketball Game of the Week, which includes 30 regular season slate and full week conference tournament coverage. This is the quote from the PAC. We are extremely excited about our new partnership with YSN. This is the quote from the owner, Randy Gore. With YSN's presence and exceptional coverage of Eastern Ohio athletics, we're proud to coordinate with DJ Yoakley and introduce his outstanding sports network for our fan base in the PAC and member schools. Partnership will begin in the fall of 2022 and promises to be fruitful for sports fans and enthusiasts around the world that who appreciate top level talent across the country. So once again, we are very excited to partner with the PAC Sports Network and the President's Athletics Conference for the new sports year starting in the fall of 22. We'll have our partnership with the PACSN on YSN. That's got a nice ring to it.
Yeah, and we're PACSN on YSN, and we're gonna love having that too. So I mean, starting this fall, sports is going to be a madhouse because every night something is going to be on the network. Then whether it be high school, college, I mean, just about every night it's going to be booked with some sort of sports that you could see it when you tune into ysnlive.com/live, whether that's the broadcast here in the local sports realm in the high school area, or we got PACSN linked right there too with the games as well. So it'll be a busy time and a fun time as we get to cover some college ranks as well.
One of the things that is exciting for me is those PAC schools, especially the ones Westminster, Grove City, Teal, the ones that a lot of our athletes go to. They're kind of like the most covered college sports as far as the media outlets, local media outlets in this area, other than the big Ohio State, YSU. But you see a lot of media outlets try to cover these athletes that continue their coverage or continue their careers in the PAC. And now there's no one that can say, hey, at least we cover the PAC and YSN doesn't. Like, you thought we were done growing with high school? You thought we were done growing? Not so fast, my friend. We are continuing to grow. And now you can no longer say that those PAC schools aren't on YSN anymore because we got them locked down.
You're just the guy from the Jurassic Park now.
You didn't say the magic word. Except I'm not like hooked up on the vending machine, and I'm not fat.
Hooked on the vending machine.
I'm also not a thief in a.
Shout out Jurassic Park.
Shout out Jurassic Park. Shout out.
Gotta see the new one too. The new one was really good. They brought it full circle. Did
you see it?
Yeah, I've seen it too.
When did you get time to see that? You're working all full time.
Yeah, but I had a couple hours too. There was a bunch of showings too. Like this, the first week they were having it out, they do it like all day, like every 15 minutes. There's like a showing.
Like sidebar real quick. Then we'll take a break, and then we'll get to Anthony Masucci at 12:30 from Nightline 18U. But real sidebars because I like going on tangents, so everybody knows that. Like Jurassic, I'm like the original OG Jurassic Park. Probably the first movie I ever saw as a kid. First movie I like got a fanatic, and like you don't understand the amount of dinosaur toys I had as a kid, probably because of Jurassic Park. And I probably still have them in the basement somewhere, like just a tub full of dinosaurs that are just there for the heck of it. Like, so, have the new ones been kind of, but I'm hoping Dominion kind of brings it full circle. I hope it does.
They did. I like the reintroduction of the old characters too. As you know, they said they were bringing them back, and I think that was cool. I'm on the same wavelength with you too. I was big into Jurassic Park. Land Before Time was a big one. Yeah. Dinosaurs were I think you've seen that picture too, I'm sure, where it's like young boys will take like one of these 4 things and base their whole personality and childhood off of it.
I know this generation thinks that Pixar loves to rip your heart out. Nothing will traumatize a kid more than Land Before Time.
Like the first one, yeah. The first one is
because talking about just taking your heartstrings and just stomping on them as a kid, like Disney shows the parents die off camera. Land Before Time was like, here it is, right there, visceral death. Can't get away from it. It sucked.
It's like that one scarred a lot of people. Well, yeah,
no joke. That scene, as soon as I hear it, I'm like, oh, kills. So that is your pop culture sidebar on our fandom of movies, and we're gonna take a break. On the other end, we'll get ready for Anthony Masucci from Nightline 18U and Howland, as he'll be joining us live on Running Point, brought to you by Greenwood Chevrolet in Austintown.
Why choose local? Because you live here, work here, learn here, relax here, and celebrate here. 21 WFMJ is our Valley's only locally owned TV station, and our focus is local. Other TV stations don't have that same focus, as their owners are somewhere else. But 21 WFMJ is rooted in the Valley. Local people making decisions that affect your life, right here where you live.
When looking for home design inspiration, don't just be inspired, be Baird inspired. Whether new or remodeling, Baird Brothers has the latest trends like shiplap to refresh your home. Go from inspiration to installation with our wide selection of in-stock American hardwoods. From the rustic charm of antique oak to the warmth of traditional cherry, Baird Brothers has what you need to make your home inspiring. Baird Brothers, our family's heritage, your family's home.
Hi, I'm Colin Chupa. And I'm Kelsey Clem from K-Squared Marketing. Our boutique marketing firm specializes in media planning and buying, public relations, event marketing strategies, and strategic sponsorships. We can integrate our services with your existing game plan, or we can be your entire marketing team. Your goals, our game plan. Let's win together. Call K-Squared Marketing at 330-623-2730 or visit ksquared.marketing to learn more.
Change. This one word can make you break out in a cold sweat. But with change comes wisdom, experience, and understanding. At Myers Family Insurance, we can help make changes in Medicare, insurance, and retirement a positive experience for you and your family. We've gone through changes, like our new office and new faces to help our family of clients too.
For all your Medicare needs, call Myers Family Insurance. Check us out online at myersfamilyins.com or find us on Facebook.
Jimmy Sudman here, Director of Isle, Purple Cat, and Golden String. We are happy to support YSN and 2 of my favorite people, Scotty Mincher and Super Dave O'Malley. We are an agency that provides services for adults with disabilities. We infuse humor, passion, and joy into their lives. If you know of any folks with disabilities that need our assistance, please contact us.
How lucky are we to have not one, but 2 18-hole Donald Ross Championship golf courses right here in our backyards. Mill Creek Golf Course was selected by Golf Week as one of America's 30 best municipal courses, continuing to challenge golfers of all levels and featuring PGA professionals, golf instruction, a players' rewards club, kids programs, and a pro shop and grill room for a memorable golf experience. Call or click to schedule your tee time at Mill Creek Golf Course.
At Greenwood Chevrolet, we offer a worry-free experience for all our customers. From sales to financing and even service, we'll help build your perfect vehicle
and lock in your trade value
while your vehicle is being built.
No worries.
We guarantee financing,
regardless of your situation or credit history.
No worries. And when your vehicle needs service,
our award-winning team will get you back on the road.
No worries.
That's what going the extra mile means. Only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
Now is the time to think about your future, where you want to go, what you want to be. Your future can start now at Kent State Salem or Kent State East Liverpool. We have programs that will open doors and provide opportunities for you to pursue your passion. We are affordable, we are close. You call it hometown, we call it Kent State University. Learn more at www.kent.edu/Columbiana. You belong here.
Welcome back to Running Point on ysnlive.com, brought to you by Greenwood Chevrolet in Austintown. You belong at Kent State, but you also belong here. And thank you so much for tuning in. We are patiently awaiting the pop-up of Anthony Masucci, who has been so kind enough to join us. He's scheduled to be here at 12:30, so he should be here any minute from Nightline 18U and Howland. And Ty, we both know all too well how much of an athlete Anthony Masucci is.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he's a 3-point sniper on the basketball court, but he's also a heck of an all-around baseball player too on the diamond, and he showcased that more than enough with not only the Howland Tigers, but now with Nightline. And Nightline going to be in action here at 5:30 against Ballistic for the 18U division. So they're still up for a big game here as well, because as you know as well as I do, and in the 18U ranks, Nightline's on some sort of tear right now, and they're looking to get up there in the standings.
Before he gets here, remind me who we're supposed to ask him about.
We got Chance Lasco, I think, right?
Okay. Got that name. Okay.
I think that was.
I lost the name. I knew it was someone in basketball. I just wanted to get that squared away before he popped on it.
Here's a big game though, because Ballistic is 10-9, Nightline is 9-10, and Ballistic currently stands at 4th place in the standings. Nightline is in 6th, though. This is a game where Nightline wins. They could jump.
That's part of that log jam in the middle of the standings, where I think there's 3 or 4 teams in that same boat that are either right with Ballistic or right below them.
To be the man, you got to beat the man, and that's exactly what we're going to have to see with Nightline going up against Ballistic. They want a shot at these top teams that they've already proven they can beat. They got to just get a seat at the table first.
Yeah, well, here's your seat right there.
It's sitting right in front of you, right? You just got to keep on.
Just sit down and eat, man. Just sit down and eat. It's right there. The table's right there. Nightline's made it to the chair. All they have to do is squat and eat.
Yeah, and we see what they've been able to do, winning against Astro Falcons, winning against Creekside, winning against these top teams over at Bobstein Park that have been top teams for quite some time and in the past before. I mean, Nightline, like we said, they're going up with that attitude of they don't care who they're facing. They're playing their brand of baseball, and their brand of baseball just happens to be pretty damn good. And it's been able to beat some of the best that Bobstein Park has to offer.
Their 16U team also pretty good.
And Nightline's a team that I like the attitude that they kind of go into games with as well. They're not afraid of any competition that stands in front of them, and they're going to give you the best game that they got. And it's interesting to see, because Nightline's still, like we've said, on this schedule and on the slate for them this year. They still got some huge games tonight with Ballistics, one of them, but there's still one game with the Astros that's going to be a home game this upcoming Sunday is when it's scheduled. We'll see if that's obviously able to get off with the rain, but that's another big game that's going to be coming up with them as well. So, and Creekside and Dura Edge still on the schedule as well. So we look ahead for a Nightline. They still got some of these big matchups too, where they can really put some doubt into some of these teams' heads if they can get another big win on them and win some season series against them going into the playoffs.
While we wait, I want to remind everyone what the banner down here means, and to let you in on the Friday fun that we have. We are giving away 4 tickets to any Scrappers home games of your choice. We do this every Friday, and what I want to know from our viewers, I'm going to put these in front of the camera. Don't scan the barcodes. What we want to know is one batter for the Mahoning Valley Scrappers went 2 for 4 with 2 RBI and a run scored last night. you hit our comment section with the name of that batter, and you'll have 4 free tickets to any of the remaining Scrapper home games you can pick. They are upper box tickets, and they must be redeemed at the All-Stars box office. But you hit us up with the answer, we'll put them in will call and the date of your choice, and you'll be able to go to a Scrappers game.
Why do I feel like you were putting those tickets up, and I could just like see DJ on the other side of the camera? No. He's like, oh, can't put the barcodes. Don't.
The barcodes aren't. They aren't even on the side of the ticket. They're not like normal tickets. I think the barcode's actually on the back.
That'd be some slick work if you're able to scan the barcodes that quickly.
I'm looking like I don't even.
And he's just giving you a clear.
I think these are this promotional. I don't think these are actually tickets you take to the game.
You got to exchange them, I believe.
There's no scanning thing.
Anthony said, "Don't scan the barcode."
Duh. Here's Anthony that can't see. Okay, can you guys look? It says not a ticket. So we're all safe because once again, not a ticket. So you cannot take these to the Scrappers games. We will put 4 tickets for you, and we'll call. Not a ticket. Jeez.
Yeah, don't scan the barcode.
I'm sitting here like, I can't find the barcode. I don't know. And then
we never happened to give away the prop tickets beforehand.
Be like, here's your 4 tickets.
And,
so out there like, here we go.
You had to notice that the tickets you have in your hand haven't changed. So why would we be worried about someone scanning the barcode?
We give these tickets to someone. They show up to Eastwood Field and they're like, these are counterfeit. Get them.
They have to take it to Eastwood Field too. They don't realize it says not a ticket on.
I wouldn't have, because I've been having them. I had just noticed, and we had them for 3 weeks, so I wouldn't have noticed. I would have been like, "Here, my tickets, sir."
Anthony would have went to 4 Scrappers games and got denied for all 4 of them.
The ticket guy just grabbed. These are counterfeit.
I don't think these are real.
What are you trying to pull?
Oh man. But no, yeah, support these Scrappers too, as they're going to be home tonight as well. So that's another game that's going to be on the docket for Mahoning Valley. And if I'm not mistaken, and I think we're in for some good weather as well tonight.
Let's see what the promotion tonight is. Tonight's the 24th, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, so last night was Pokemon night. And so when I missed our opportunity, I wanted to catch one on Pokemon Go live on the show for Pokemon night. I missed my opportunity with that. Okay. It was last night. So mad at myself. Tonight is Developmental Disability Awareness Night at the ballpark, which I got to take a time out and talk about how great the Mahoning Valley Scrappers are at not just having this one promotional night, but making sure that anyone with developmental disabilities is able to go out and have fun at their games. My mom works as a member of the MRDD, and she works at Leonard Kurtz, and she also takes adult clients out every week, and they all get tickets to the Mahoning Valley Scrappers home games on Friday nights, and I don't think they have to pay for them. They do a great job taking care of people with developmental disabilities. So as someone with a disability myself, I have to send out a hearty and a very loud thank you to the Mahoning Valley Scrappers for all they do for the community, especially those community members that are dealing with disabilities. And tonight it is Developmental Disability Awareness Night at the ballpark as well.
Scrappers have never been shy about having all kinds of nights throughout the year too. I mean, they pretty much load up every single night as some sort of theme or a promotion night, or it's an honor for something, or it's for something. I mean, Scrappers do a great job of making every night a little bit unique at the ballpark.
What's your favorite Pokemon?
And I told you before, and this is not the question you want to ask me. Idea. I think I can name you Pikachu just because he was on Smash Brothers, and I think Jigglypuff are the 2 that I remember. I guess if there's one, I think Charizard is the dragon, right? He's pretty cool. I'll say that one. Right?
Let's see if I'm
probably a really basic basic Pokemon.
Live on the show. I got a Magikarp. Here we go. Don't try to catch it.
God, he has the in honor for him tonight, for last night. Had to catch a Pokemon.
Can I get it?
Oh my God.
Nailed it. Live on the show. Pokemon Go. Just caught a Magikarp. Gonna get
In
my
honor
second
of
during
the
this.
Rappers last night.
Minus the Pokemon night that I missed. Got it live on the show.
Make sure you go out there and support tonight too. The Scrappers, you can go catch them at Eastwood Field. They'll be home tonight, but if you can't, you could also find the live stream here on ysnlive.com/live.
Way to use catch 'em. That's good. I like it. Yeah, CP87 Magnacarp. Way to go. Let's transfer that one real quick. Don't need him on my Pokedex. All right. Got it. Boom. Check mark. I wanted to do it. I got it.
You got it there. You check mark.
Had the time. We caught a Magnacarp live on the show.
There you go. Yeah. Congratulations on your big catch.
Yeah, it was literally a fish. Literally a giant, useless fish, unless you get a lot of them. Pokemon fans are like, oh, he's so cool. And everyone else is like, Anthony's such a nerd.
I have like the Pokemon talk. I have no idea. We're not on the same wavelength. Like I'm on a different path than you with that one, but I have no idea what you're talking about half the time.
So, Ty, have you heard from Anthony Masucci? Are we having some issues?
I guess we might just be having some issues. We're gonna have to try to see if we can get contact with him. But yeah, I don't know if there's something that popped up, but we're gonna wait to see if we can get word on Anthony Masucci, and if not, we can maybe try to get something rescheduled for him. But we got word out to him right now. We're gonna see if we can see if something's going on or what the issue might be.
While we wait, I'll guess we'll take time to reiterate at the beginning in case we have new viewers. We said this on the top of the show, but since it's so important and something that we want everyone to hear, for the softball game on Sunday, there is a chance of rain. There is a threat of thunderstorms. Storm Tracker 21 has informed us that there might be some rain to dodge. We have set aside a, if necessary, rain date on Monday at 7:00. A decision on the game will be made by 4:00 on Sunday, and that decision will be made by conversation with us and the YSU softball field crew. So just want to let everyone know, we know that there's a chance of rain. We get it. We're there. Our decision will be made by 4:00 on Sunday. We'll keep everybody informed. As of right now, we're still green on Sunday at 7. But we have set aside a rain date with YSU for Monday at 7 if we need to. So we have it all taken care of. Rain will not stop us from having an all-star game. Nothing will stop us from having an all-star game. We are set to go on Monday if we have to, if the rains don't hold off on Sunday. But we definitely hope that we can get in the weekend. That way we can say it's all-star weekend and we can have back-to-back days and then have a lot of fun time. But if we have to, we will move it to Monday at 7:00 at YSU Softball Complex. Everything else would stay the same. It would be, still benefiting Project MKC, $5 admittance, check-in at 5:30. Everything else would stay even keel. It would just hop one day.
Yeah, we'll just hop one day. And the benefit is you don't have to hear Anthony brag about winning another game as a coach because Anthony can't win this year. So there's no more another year of Anthony continuing the winning streak this year.
Well, I haven't lost, so I'm going to brag about that.
So I'm going out on top.
I can still say I've never lost an all-star
ring. You Aaron Donald it. You said, give me my ring, and I'm getting out.
Yeah, I can just be like, hey, you know what? I haven't lost an all-star game. So
that's Anthony. You're gonna hang your hat on that. We're on our 10th annual.
Absolutely, I would hang my hat on that. Anthony's undefeated.
Anthony is undefeated. That's the one thing you'll always hold over me. Ty's won every competition, but I got an all-star game.
Well, you weren't the other coach, so maybe one day we'll have a chance to get you in a coach's box.
Oh God, that'd be something.
If you had any of the sports that we cover and there was an all-star game and said, Ty, you have to coach one of them, what sport would you want to coach?
Oh, I feel like the easiest one would be basketball because, if I have all-stars on a basketball court, you're not really. I don't think you're designing many plays. You're just all right, we're gonna put these 5 guys in. Let's go. Up you're going. Let's go. I feel like that's the least amount of work if you have all-stars as a basketball team, and it's like an all-star setting because they're just having fun anyway. So I'm just lining up guys and who's to go in. Like you're making lineups.
I was talking to Aaron Gilbert before our game, and he was taking it pretty he was looking. He was like, "What's Coach Blanche and Coach Fitch going to do? How should I line up these girls so that I'm putting them in the right like." Sometimes, you cannot turn your competitive juices off, and even if it's an all-star game, all for fun. Some of these coaches come in, they're like, "I still want to win this game,"
and
I fell into that trap too.
Let's look at. I mean, if you want any kind of clue on how fun these games can be, go take a look at our basketball all-star game earlier.
Yeah, you can still go and watch our softball all-star game from last year. You can still go watch our baseball all-star game from last year, and you can probably still find the all-star game from basketball 2 years ago.
Yeah,
in 2019, our first ever all-star game.
The girls' basketball all-star game this year was very competitive. We went into a shoot-off.
Zeta Creek, he drilled a half-court shot.
It was a great time too. So we're looking for that excitement to carry over into the baseball and softball all-star games of this year too. It's always exciting, always fun times, and you never know what these kids are gonna do to showcase their personality too. They always get a little bit goofy too when it comes to.
That's what I love. I love that there's going to be autograph sessions during the game. We're going to bring players into the booth when they're not on the field to do interviews. There's going to be a lot of fan service, I guess you would say, for this all-star game. There was a ton of fan service in the basketball. We're going to keep it the same way. Obviously, what I liked about the basketball game is that it kind of had that NBA atmosphere because the music was playing during the whole thing. I hope we get walk-up songs for the all-star game. I hope we can play like a walk-up song.
That would be
the hitters, because YSU and Bob Scene both have the capabilities to do that. That would be kind of something cool. Obviously, we can't be playing music during the whole game, but I would love to see. You're
just blasting music as a pitcher.
Johnny Smith's, and Here Comes Thunder by Metallica. Thunder! I'm strike.
No, yeah, we can't do the whole music playing during the baseball softball all-star game during the whole one. But I mean the walk-up songs are always a cool addition.
Walk-in songs for our pitchers,
Absolutely. The starting pitcher needs a song when they walk up to the mound for sure.
And Ty, we're going to be on the call for the softball game, whether it be on Sunday or Monday. So that's going to be fun. We don't get to do games together too often.
And it always happens under the confines of the YSU softball complex.
I know, right?
Time that we gotten a chance to do it. So get to be in that beautiful press box one more time.
The last time we called the game together, it was the 5th district semi. I think it was the semifinal, right?
Regional semi, I think.
Regional semi against it was the team. Chelsea Mack was on the team. I just can't remember the actual teams. The Bees, Broadview Heights, right?
Yeah, that was Brecksville
Broadview Heights. They wanted all three of those. Said it was very, very, very adamant that they wanted all three of those said. So Brecksville, Broadview Heights, Bees, and Chelsea Mack was incredible to watch.
She knew how to Mac.
Fastest player I've ever seen live at this level. Not so. Pitched out the win. That was exciting, but I got to meet Chelsea Mack, which I was like, yeah, let's go. All-star.
It's going to be an exciting time at YSU softball complex too, just because I love the seating arrangements that are there at the ballpark, and you could sit up on that hill, and you have so many different places to sit in. I mean, if there's anything, if there's any indication on what we've seen with all-star games in the past, this is going to be a loaded.
I remember there was, a couple of years ago, there was one YSU parent that always got nervous, couldn't be around people during games. There are plenty of parents like that, no matter what level. I think you probably met a couple of them in your time broadcasting with YSN, people that don't like to take themselves out of the game a little bit. But there was a parent that would watch the games from the soccer field up on top of that hill, just to be secluded by himself. Binoculars out.
get it done, right? Get it done however you can.
Whatever it takes. I remember Aaron Gabriel's dad back in Tennessee, because Tennessee's softball stadium is right across the parking lot from their big soccer stadium. And he would go to the top of the bleachers in the soccer stadium and watch from up there because he couldn't be with the crowd.
Just wanted to be away from everything else. I don't blame them though. Sometimes, especially with like the sport, a lot of people just kind of like to just watch it in seclusion too. I mean, baseball and softball especially seem to be like a sport like
superstitional sports, even for the fans. Like if I watch it here and we win, I can't watch it anywhere else. There's no way.
Yeah. I only can watch it here. It seems like baseball, softball has its things like that because like I can never imagine you can't do that with like basketball. You can't just be secluded. I feel like you're in a crowd. Like it's loud. It's gonna be loud.
There are some schools you can try to get up to the mezzanine up there at South Range and be kind of by yourself up there.
Yeah.
But most schools, like there's no escape. You're in a box in a gym, right? You're just in a box.
Especially like with the way basketball is like oriented too. Like even if you're like up on the mezzanine, you could still hear a decent amount of what people are saying too. It's loud because it's an indoor thing. But
the more important thing is people can hear what you're saying. I think that's why people take themselves out. No one can hear what you have to say.
Remove myself from this situation.
I'm just gonna take myself out so I don't get myself in trouble.
Hey, that's not a bad idea sometimes, right?
That's a smarter move than staying and getting yourself in trouble by saying something.
No doubt.
As long as it's not in earshot, right?
Yeah, for sure. For sure. We still have other games we'll have to talk about here in a bit for tonight's slate. Friday night, it should be 18U night in the ballpark over at Bob's Scene Park. We previewed that the Scrappers game going on tonight. And don't forget, you still have the trivia question you see scrolling on the bottom of this screen, too. So answer that. You got 4 free tickets to the Scrappers.
Trivia question. One of the Scrappers hitters last night went 2 for 4 with a run scored and 2 RBI, right? Yeah,
yes,
2 RBI. So you hit us with that name of the scrapper that did that for their lineup, and you'll get 4 free tickets to any remaining home game that the Scrappers have this season. I can show them because they are not tickets. If you found out earlier on the show, they are not tickets, so you can't scan any barcodes on that. And so make sure to hit us with the answer to that question if you want free tickets to any remaining home game on the Scrappers schedule. Look at their remaining schedule for the month. They're home until Saturday, and then they're off for the rest of the month, so they won't be home again until July. And it will be July 4th, actually. 4th, 5th, and 6th. They are home against State College. Sorry, it's tiny. I had to be like, they're home against, I'm legally blind. Bear with me. But they're home
to see him though this week before the 4th of July holiday. So you have only a limited amount of time to get and see the Scrappers before the next holiday.
Get these tickets because there are still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We have to get our counting out loud in for the show every day. There's a lot of, I'm not going to count them all. There's a lot of home games left.
So I'm not going to count them all.
I'm not sitting here and counting all the way to 23 live on the show. That's just I'm not the count from Sesame Street.
What?
There's a lot of home games left. The whole month of July, whole month of August. So make sure to get your hands on 4 tickets, free tickets to any remaining Scrappers home game that you wish.
Absolutely. We got you covered here. Just make sure you get that question or the answer to that question in the comments or to one of us here on socials, and we'll get you set up with 4 free tickets.
It's easy to find. You can go to the box score, find it. It's not like we're asking you to have photographic memory from the broadcast last night like Ty would probably have. You can find their box scores online and hit us up with the big bat for last night for the Scrappers.
Yeah, and hopefully we could see a Scrappers win, and you can get a chance to be a part of it too.
And if you're watching on YouTube, while you're looking up who went 2 for 4 with 2 RBI and a run scored, Ty, tell them what they can do.
Hit that notification bell.
And
I don't know, man. Well, what's
the other? You gotta subscribe first.
Oh yeah, the subscribe.
Hit the notification bell.
Yeah, subscribe, hit the notification bell.
As of now, we have more videos put up on YouTube than subscribers. We want to change that.
Get that subscriber count number up there, folks, too. We're currently putting out videos at a rapid rate, and we know there's a bigger number than what's already subscribed that's watching them, too. It takes a few seconds to click that button. Make sure you do, and you'll never miss a video, too.
because of that algorithm of YouTube being so finicky, you never know if you're going to miss a video. So make sure you don't, and hit that notifications bell. Make it ding, 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 ding. And make sure you never miss a video that we put up on our YouTube page.
There's always something dropping too, almost daily.
And speaking of dropping, we are going to drop right into our next break and be back with more Running Point on ysnlive.com, brought to you by Greenwood Chevrolet in Austintown.
Jimmy Sudman here, director of Isle, Purple Cat, and Golden String. We are happy to support YSN and two of my favorite people, Scotty Mincher and Super Dave O'Malley. We are an agency that provides services for adults with disabilities. We infuse humor, passion, and joy into their lives. If you know of any folks with disabilities that need our assistance, please contact us.
How lucky are we to have not one, but two 18-hole Donald Ross Championship golf courses right here in our backyards. Mill Creek Golf Course was selected by Golf Week as one of America's 30 best municipal courses, continuing to challenge golfers of all levels and featuring PGA professionals, golf instruction, a players rewards club, kids programs, and a pro shop and grill room for a memorable golf experience. Call or click to schedule your tee time at Mill Creek Golf Course.
At Greenwood Chevrolet, we offer a worry-free experience for all our customers. From sales to financing and even service, we'll help build your perfect vehicle
and lock in your trade value
while your vehicle is being built.
No worries.
We guarantee financing,
regardless of your situation or credit history.
No worries. And when your vehicle needs service,
our award-winning team will get you back on the road.
No worries.
That's what going the extra mile means. Only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
Why choose local? Because you live here, work here, learn here, relax here, and celebrate here. 21 WFMJ is our family's only locally owned TV station, and our focus is local. Other TV stations don't have that same focus, as their owners are somewhere else. But 21 WFMJ is rooted in the valley. Local people making decisions that affect your life, right here where you live.
When looking for home design inspiration, don't just be inspired, be Baird inspired. Whether new or remodeling, Baird Brothers has the latest trends like shiplap to refresh your home. Go from inspiration to installation with our wide selection of in-stock American hardwoods. From the rustic charm of antique oak to the warmth of traditional cherry, Baird Brothers has what you need to make your home inspiring. Baird Brothers, our family's heritage, your family's home.
Hi, I'm Colin Chupa. And I'm Kelsey Clem from K-Squared Marketing. Our boutique marketing firm specializes in media planning and buying, public relations, event marketing strategies, and strategic sponsorships. We can integrate our services with your existing game plan, or we can be your entire marketing team. Your goals, our game plan. Let's win together. Call K-Squared Marketing at 330-623-2730 or visit ksquared.marketing to learn more.
Change. This one word can make you break out in a cold sweat. But with change comes wisdom, experience, and understanding. At Myers Family Insurance, we can help make changes in Medicare, insurance, and retirement a positive experience for you and your family. We've gone through changes, like our new office and new faces to help our family of clients too.
For all your Medicare needs, call Myers Family Insurance. Check us out online at myersfamilyins.com or find us on Facebook.
It's a new year at Acura of Boardman and Boardman Mitsubishi with huge savings on over 350 fully inspected vehicles. We have cars, trucks, SUVs, minivans, and work vehicles. We don't have it, our team will find it. We aim for 100% credit approval with payments as low as $99 per month. And as always, we'll pay top dollar for your trade. For a great vehicle and a great experience, come see why everyone is stopping by at Acura of Boardman and Boardman Mitsubishi.
You're not waiting to see what the world has in store for you. It's more about what you have in store for the world. All you need is the opportunity. All you need are the resources of a large university and the advantages of a personalized academic setting, where you can experience new worlds in the arts and sciences, business, and education, and make them your own. We are where you shape your future. We are Youngstown State University and proud.
You know, being able to have success on the football field and the basketball court and just every aspect of, my sports career is now documented. One of the greatest things about high school sports is to be able to talk about it for the rest of your life and to look back on the days with my buddies whenever we had some battles, whether it was with, our rival or just another game. And I could go back and look at it and, not only myself, but my family members, my teammates, and it's something that will last a lifetime. My name is Parker Sherry, and my sports network is your sports network.
It's storm season.
I think we're under the gun for some heavy storms over the next couple of hours.
And Storm Tracker 21 is ready.
This is probably the one we're keeping a closer eye on.
On air.
And locally, we're going to have a lot of eyes on our area.
Online.
All right, let's talk high-risk futurecast and the timing of this weather.
On social media and on our app.
Notice we'll have scattered showers on Thursday.
Stay ready with Storm Tracker 21.
The severe weather threat now through around sunset this evening.
Welcome back to Running Point on ysnlive.com, brought to you by Greenwood Chevrolet in Austintown. Anthony Hartwig, as always, with you alongside Ty Bartell. I don't know what I was thinking. I got stuck in between two different intros. Friday edition of Running Point, Ty, and we will continue the preview of the weekend. We have a lot to go over the weekend, not just the All-Star games, but more baseball from Ysn Park as well.
Yeah, there's a lot of games that are going to be up on the docket this upcoming weekend, and a lot of results going to make things look a lot clearer around so many different areas of not only baseball, but also softball as well.
Yeah, you look at the schedule for tonight, which is oops, I went to the wrong date. That's July.
For 18U night in the ballpark?
Yeah, I went to July 23rd instead of June on our schedule. Class B baseball, 18U. We have games on Scene 1, Scene 2, and Scene 3. Ty, as always, I'll let you take the matchups, and then I'll shout out the announcers.
Yeah, over at Scene 1, it's a double header, 5:30. It's Ballistic taking on Nightline, 8 o'clock. It's going to be Whiting taking on Astro Falcons.
Dom O'Brien will be on Scene 1 for that doubleheader. He's putting in double duty for us today.
Scene 2 right now, only one 18U game on the docket. It's at 5:30. Avalanche taking on Eagleware.
Michael McKenzie, McNuggies, making the trip to Struthers for a call.
I think it's the Bob Scene debut this year of McNuggies.
Maybe. I can't
confirm or deny it right now, but I think it might be.
I feel so cool saying that. I feel like I'm like a senator in the hearing.
Prospects and Dura Edge on Scene 3 at 5:30, followed by Athletics taking on Creekside Fitness at 8 o'clock on Scene 3.
Eric Hughes will be on Scene 3.
So Eric Hughes on Scene 3. Let me see if Scene 2, what the game that is going to be on the docket today. Or I think, I'll double check on Scene 2.
Did you already say? Because we said Michael McKenzie's there.
I know. I was curious if they had an 8 o'clock game scheduled. No. Sometimes they do the doubleheader,
Because of makeup. I don't think so.
I don't think they did this time. Nope, no games because 14U has their first game of the playoffs going on to tomorrow, and the 16U doesn't play until tomorrow either. So 5 games all happening. 18U tonight in the ballpark. Scene 1 and 3 have a doubleheader. Scene 2 just the one game at 5:30.
Look at this time, and that's tonight, and we'll go over the matchups and the intriguing matchups of tonight in a little bit. But I want to get through the whole weekend first. Tomorrow, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 games on the network spanning from baseball to the All-Star game to softball to scrappers.
That's what you love to see, right? A full day that is jam-packed from.
That might be our busiest day of the summer yet so far. I think it is 18 games.
I mean, that's like we said, pillar to post. That's coverage, wall to wall for you here as far as sports.
It starts at 9 a.m. at Ysn Park, and then it goes all the way to 7:05 for the Scrappers game. So you literally have wall-to-wall coverage of baseball and softball.
And that's including all-star games over the weekend, Scrappers games, and then
you can watch YSN tomorrow for 12 hours because I guarantee the All-Star game and the Scrappers game, one of them's going to be still playing at 9 o'clock. Probably.
Oh yeah, easily. So you're gonna have 12 hours for sure. Scrappers might even go into the 10 o'clock hour if it's 7:05 first pitch. Like, so you're gonna get full day of YSN.
And remember, our All-Star games are going to be 9 innings, so it'll be longer than your typical high school baseball and softball game. It'll be 9 innings to make sure everyone gets in. So it might be going on at 9 as well. Probably will. I'm gonna venture out and say, especially the baseball game, it'll be going on at 9 o'clock.
What is our ruling? Remind everyone what's our ruling if we are tied after 9. Do we have anything in place if we're tied after 9? We're gonna probably have.
I'll tell you, for the basketball game, that was totally on the fly. We did not come.
I know. That's what I love. I want to have like
the referees were like, let's do a half court shootout.
The only equivalent is like a home run kind of derby, right? Everyone
gets that, or you could do international tiebreaker. I don't know what we'd do if it was tied after 9. I don't know.
Who knows? Because I mean, these all stars have a knack for still being competitive in these games too. So I mean,
even if they have to take it, even if they have to move it to a wiffle ball game in the parking lot because we decide the game's over, they'll find a way to decide a winner.
They're gonna have. Like, I was just thinking about that because we really have a tie in an all-star game.
No.
I feel like we need to have a result somehow. However, we need to decide the
only way that'll happen is if we ever have a soccer all-star game, then we can end the tie.
Technically, yes, yeah, we can't do that as well, but
or hockey, I guess. Hockey regular season's ends in tie, right?
I think so. Yeah, they do. So hockey regular season is well, we could get hockey too. That's the next one to fall, right? More schools too.
I'll tell you, if we ever trickle into the Cleveland area, hockey's huge. Like I remember when we did that Gilmore Academy softball game, and I was asking their coach, "Do you have any players that are committed to be able to play college softball?" She goes, "No, but I have 5 players that are committed to play college hockey." And I like that blew my mind. But hockey is big up in Cleveland.
It's really big up in north, and it's starting to trickle down more. And it's a sport I'd love to see too start to get bigger in the high school ranks. The only thing is, you just need like facilities to be able to utilize them. But I feel like if like schools like in the area wanted to start doing it, we have plenty of like ice facilities or facilities that can be turned into ice rinks too that you can utilize for those as well. But that's the biggest issue is just the use of facilities to.
Come on, schools, just turn your gym into a hockey rink. It's not that hard. Come on. How expensive can it be? You're freezing water. Turn the air conditioner on high.
I'm surprised we haven't seen some schools try to work something out with like the Cavelli Center or something like that too, because that'd be something too, right? We should have like we should do like a hockey showcase in the Cavelli Center for like high school. That'd be cool.
I want to hear in the comments that I want to hear other sports that you wish were bigger in the high school realm here in the Mahoning Valley.
I feel like it's only going to start getting bigger for every sport, right?
Because there are obviously there are a lot of sports that some schools in our area offer that others don't. So I want to exclude those ones because obviously lacrosse is getting big, and wrestling, girls wrestling is getting bigger, rugby is getting bigger. There's a couple of field hockey teams, so I want to see, but like some other ones that I'm like this shooting off the top of my head, like disc golf is kind of getting big in the area as far as recreational. So maybe like a high school disc golf team instead of a golf team. Like if you can't swing a golf club, but you can throw a frisbee pretty well.
I'd like to see some of these swimmers go into the sport of water polo.
High school water polo.
That would be fun. Some of these like swimmers that are just freak athletes that can like their swim times for these are absolutely unbelievable. I want to see them go at it. Like that'd be like the kind of market you could get into water polo. I feel.
How about spike ball? That's fun to watch. Have you seen that on ESPN before?
A little bit of spike ball.
That gets intense.
I want some fencing. Let's get some fencing. Fencing would
only if we can do it to the theme of Pirates of the Caribbean.
That's just the song that's always going on. Fencing is always fun, though. I feel like when I watch that in the Olympics. But no, I love all these sports too that are starting to get a little bit bigger, and I like that high schools are trying to expand their horizons and if they're capable adding more sports as they can.
One that a couple of schools offer. I know it's gaining ground. How about esports? Like we've been trying to get into esports for the last year, and I feel like we're right on the doorstep of getting YSN involved in esports in the area. But like 10 years ago, you tell people, hey, you can make a living from playing video games professionally, or you can like actually do it. I don't know if they'd be like, you're crazy. I'm not going to go play the games that I played growing up professionally, but now like you make a lot of money playing video games.
There's a talent to it too, man. I mean, these guys are doing stuff that I certainly can't playing the games, and I play them semi-frequently.
It's funny because it seems like it would be simple to pick up because all you have to do is hit buttons and like it's this high end coordination. So you're just but really like there are guys that do stuff that people just can't do. That's why they're professionals.
Like in like your basketball games, there's so many different like button combinations that do different things, and like these guys have it like in their memory bank. It kind of reminds me too, like 90s. I feel like the like 90s kids and kids that grew up in the 90s can relate with like the Mortal Kombat, like the finishing moves. If you remember, like the people that remember the finishers and rip them off like that too.
I liked when they brought that in the sports with those blitz, like NFL blitz, where it was like you hit the combo buttons and you can like pile drive people.
Absolutely, and that's what that kind of draws back to is just these kids have like this memory that's like incredible too. And you think I have a great memory? I have
a photographic memory. Ty, shut up.
I can't do the whole button things like they can. Though. I mean, they're
able to like. Can you remember cheat codes like that? Like, can you look at a cheat code and be like, I have it for life?
I can't do it. I can't look at it. I don't think I'd remember it for life. I feel like if I studied at it a couple of times, I'd be able to remember it. But I don't know. It's the thing is, it's like it's doing it is one thing, but doing it at the speed that these guys are able to do it is another. They're able to just pop off like 3 different moves and
Can you solve a Rubik's Cube, Ty?
I used to be able to. I used to remember like all those algorithms.
That's the thing based on memory too. Like you remember all the moves, and it's not smarts anymore. It's just I can.
It's
that's why I think. Yeah, I think it's kind of cheating when you go and you look on YouTube and you're like, these are the moves, and I can just do it really fast. But you didn't figure it out. You just looked at someone else figure it out, and you know the moves, and you do them really fast. It doesn't count. That's my take.
Yeah. No, I've never personally figured out a Rubik's Cube, but I could remember like the algorithms and
I can do it. I gotten it to the point where you have, and it's supposedly like you're actually far away if this happens, where you're the square is like all but one tile, the color, and you have the one off. Apparently, you're really far away if that happens. So I was like, that was when I quit because I was like, oh, I'm so close, and then I looked and I was like, no, you're actually not that close at all. And I was like,
now there's like bigger Rubik's Cubes. There's like the 4x4s too that are like.
At that point, I was just like, I'm just gonna take the stickers off, put them back on, and say I won.
My way to victory, and that's what we're gonna call it. The stickers are like badly like there's like some orange mixed with like green on one, and just Anthony's solved Rubik's Cube.
I got it. Hey, that takes some ingenuity to be able to think of that. I mean, maybe not the same ingenuity it takes to solve it, but to think I'm going to take these stickers off and put them on the right way. That's
I solved it.
That's intelligence.
Yeah, on Anthony's grading.
I did not cheat, but I did not solve it either.
Oh man!
Like I said, when I thought I was close, and then I was like, no, you're that's actually pretty far off. I was like,
just toss it.
I'm gonna go back to catching Pokemon.
You mentioned though the Saturday slate of games though too, and
18 games, and we have 3, 6, 9, 12, 13 of them are our Class B games at Scene Park from 8 a.m. From 9 a.m. all the way to 7:30 on Scene 2. Obviously, the last game on Scene 1 is 3:30, and then we come in and take over the place with our All-Star game at 7. But there will still be Class B games going on at 5 o'clock and 7:30 on Scene 2.
Yeah, and I wanted to just kind of go ahead and shout out some of these games that we're going to have coming up in these in this weekend. I wanted to get the full schedule up, so I was just getting this last page to fall for us, and then we're all good. So first and foremost, I guess, do you want to start in 14U for the game schedule, or do we want to start in 16? 14U? Okay, so 14U, we got 2 games on the docket for Saturday. They're both happening on Scene 2, 5 p.m. and then 7:30 p.m. 5 p.m. It's going to be Ballistic.
These are playoffs, right, for 14U?
Yes, sir. Astro Falcons and Ballistic facing off in Game 1 of the playoffs on Scene 2 at 5, followed by Avalanche taking on Whiting in Game 1 of the playoffs at 7:30 on Scene 2.
Noah Doty's going to have the coverage of that. He'll have both games, so he is doing the playoff games for 14U, and he'll be there at Scene Park at 5 and 7:30.
Kicks off the playoffs for us, too, on us. It's going to be a huge night in the ballpark, too, because right over there, you're going to have playoff games, too.
Playoff baseball, all-star baseball, and then in the morning and afternoon, a bunch of Class B baseball, too.
Going into the 16U realm, starting things off at 9 in the morning, Scene 3, it's going to be Athletics taking on Eagleware.
Noah Rick's on the call for that one, and he'll be on scene. No, actually, that's his only game of the day. So he's going to.
I'll do it one game at a time since the times are wonky. I'm not going to shout out all the games on each one. So I understand we might have different announcers for different games because it's going to be a full day at the ballpark, no doubt.
Excuse me.
At Scene 2, though, 9:15 a.m., it's Dur Edge taking on Avalanche in 16U.
Matt Mayer on the call for that one. He'll be on the call for 3 games on Saturday.
Scene 1 is going to have Astro taking on Ballistic at 16U at 9:30 in the morning.
That's Richie Giuliano, who's going to be at Scene Park all day and night.
He's going to be putting in a full day of baseball games for us. Nightline and Whiting on Scene 2 at 11:45.
Scene 2, that's going to be 11:45. I think you skipped one on Scene 3 at 11:30, but it'll be video only. We won't have an announcer on Scene 3 at 11:30, but 11:45 on Scene 2, it'll be Matt Mayer again.
Okay, and then Prospects and Creekside I have for 16U at 4:30. It might be an 18U game. I
forgot there's 16U. Okay, so that 4:30 game at Scene 3, Ian O'Brien's going to be there for that one.
Prospects and Creekside Fitness in that 18U. And then in 16U. In the 18U realm now, we go to 11:30 at Scene 3. Creekside takes on Dura Edge on Saturday.
That one will be video only, but it will be on the network.
Okay. Whiting and Prospects at noon on Scene 1 for 18U.
Richie Giuliano will have the call there.
Nightline Athletics, 2 o'clock start on Scene 3 for 18U.
Ian O'Brien doing the work for that one.
Ballistic and Avalanche, Scene 2 at 2:15.
Matt Mayer doing his 3rd game of the day for that time slot.
There's a suspended game that they're going to resume on Scene 1, Astros and Prospects at 2:30 p.m.
That's Richie Giuliano staying on for that call.
And I would assume he would be staying on for the 3:31 Eagleware and Astros on Scene 1.
He's there for that one, and then he'll be calling our All-Star game on Scene 1 as well.
That is the full slate of Bob's Scene games, too, for Class B baseball on Saturday.
That was 13 games, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 announcers there at Scene as well. So 5 announcers doing 13 games, and that's just Scene baseball. We also have the All-Star game at 7 o'clock on Scene 1. Richie Giuliano is going to be on the call for that one. You can find that on ysnlive.com. We go to the softball realm on Saturday, Ty. Steel Valley Storm has 3 games on the day, and they'll all be on the network. At 8:30 a.m., they play East Side Explosive Fast Pitch, and at 10 a.m., they play Thunder Elite. Now, this game you're going to want to tune into because you're going to see a lot of girls that you're going to see in the All-Star game in this game against Thunder Elite because you got Madison Dato on this team, Mary Branch on this team, Katie McDonald's on this team, Maddie Lesnack's on that team. So, and then Maddie Weimer's on the Steel Valley Storm. So you're going to have 5 All-Stars on the field on Saturday morning at 10 a.m. for Steel Valley Storm versus Thunder Elite, and it will be on ysnlive.com. You can also go to Steel Valley Storm's Game Changer and watch it there with the scoreboard and the live scoring for you as well.
Giving themselves a nice little tune-up prior to the game.
And then the 3rd game of the day for the Storm will be against the Lady Prospects, who also have a All-Star on their team as Ella Chadwick plays for the Prospects. And she'll be in action against the Storm at 2:30 on ysnlive.com.
And we're excited to have all of them on full display right before our All-Star game on Sunday.
And then, of course, we have the Scrappers game against Williamsport, the series finale. Anthony Romo will be on the call there on Saturday night.
As Romo getting a chance to get a call with the Scrappers, too, as it'll be exciting to hear his voice behind Mahoning Valley.
Yep, he's in a graciously take the stage, as Richie calls our All-Star game. So Romo's going to be stepping into the seat at Eastwood Field.
As don't forget, that's just the Saturday slate of games too, folks. We still have a bunch of games going on Sunday, I believe to the tune of 15 Scene Park baseball games, as well as our All-Star game that's still scheduled right now. Remember that Sunday at 7 o'clock.
Yeah, we're not done. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 games on the network, as you said, on Sunday, ranging from Class B baseball to the softball All-Star game.
You want to start again with 14U on Sunday?
Yep. Hit us with 14U. I'm guessing they're the 5 and 7:30 games.
Actually, no, we got some different timings too. 14U, the first one I have on the docket, the earliest start, Scene 1 at noon. It's game 2 of the playoffs between Whiting and Avalanche.
Mike McKenzie will be on the call for that one.
And then Scene 2 at 2:15 p.m. is going to have Astro Falcons taking on Ballistic in game 2 of the playoffs.
Eric Hughes on the call for that one on Scene 2.
All right. And then the other 2 games that, if necessary, they have for 14U on the docket is Scene 1, game 3 of playoffs between Avalanche and Whiting, and then game 3 of playoffs between Ballistic and Astro on Scene 2 at 2:30 and 4:45. That's, of course, if necessary. It's a best 2 out of 3 series.
So if those games happen, Mike McKenzie will be on Scene 1, and Eric Hughes will be on Scene 2. So I guess I should say 15 games if we get the if necessary games for 14U.
Yep, absolutely. If those necessary games do fall. 16U action. All these games are going to happen regardless too, so these are on the docket. Over at Scene 3, 9 o'clock a.m. start. It's going to be Whiting taking on Dura Edge.
Matt Mayer getting up early to do that game on Scene 3.
Ballistic takes on the Prospects at Scene 2, 9:15 a.m. for 16U.
Noah Doty had taken the mic for that one.
Scene 1's going to have Creekside and Astros at 9:30 for 16U.
Michael McKenzie, his first of 3 games that he'll possibly be doing if there's an if necessary game on Sunday.
Avalanche and Athletics follow on Scene 3 at 11:30 in the morning.
That'll be Matt Mayer's second game of the day.
And then at Scene 2, following the 9:15 game at 11:45, it's Eagleware and Nightline 16U on Scene 2.
Noah Doty will be there taking care of that one.
And not just 14U, not just 16U, also the 18U division is in action on Sunday as well. First game on the docket for them, as all of them have nightcaps too, does 18U. That starts at 4:30 as Athletics takes on Ballistic at Scene 3.
That one will be video only, but will be on the network.
Avalanche takes on Creekside on Scene 1 at a 5 o'clock start time.
Ian O'Brien going to do the double header on Scene 1 at the night.
All right, at 7:30 on that doubleheader is going to be Astros and Nightline on Scene 1. The other game on Scene 3, too, I wanted to shout out at 7 o'clock is Prospects and Eagleware.
That one will be on the network, but is video only.
And then Scene 2, you're going to have Dura Edge and Whiting at 7:15 for a start time.
Eric Hughes will be there on Scene 2.
What a Sunday night, too. The latest start, we have 7:30 for Astros and Nightline on Scene 1. And remember, folks, that is going to be 18U, and that is for the season series on Sunday as well. So there's some big games going on all around the area, but also at the same time at 7 o'clock, right down the road at the YSU softball complex, there's also a pretty big game going on.
Yeah, that'll be at 7 o'clock at YSU. That means 2 days in a row, 12 hours of coverage on YSU. You can turn YSU on at 9 a.m., and you'll be able to watch it all the way till 9 p.m.
We own the weekend, dog.
That's 18 plus 15.
That's the old 33.
That's 33. 33 games on the network between Saturday and Sunday. Huh. It's a busy weekend. Hey, and then guess what? We go right from there, right into districts on Little League districts on Monday for softball. So we'll have wall-to-wall coverage of that between the 12U and the 10U Little League districts. Softball districts on Monday all the way. They go until July 5th. So from the 27th to the 5th, softball will be taking the stage on Field of the Dreams. And then from the 6th to the 13th, it'll be baseball's turn to have their districts.
We're excited for those too, as Little League gets in full swing here shortly.
Yeah, so it's going to be a busy couple of weeks on YSN. Every day should have at least at least 9 games on the network, with usually 5 scene games on the network, and then we should have 4 district games on each night, especially Monday and Tuesday, 3 on Wednesday, and then 1 district game on Thursday. So it's going to be a hectic week for all involved for starting tomorrow and going all the way into next Friday. So if you're the praying kind, pray for us.
Yeah, we obviously, too, as we said at the top of the show, we're going to reiterate it again. Sunday, there is a chance of rain that is possible. If that does happen at 7 o'clock, we do have a tentative plan for our softball game. It's going to be Monday, same time, same place, same cause, same people in place, all at YSU Softball Complex on Monday, then, if rain does keep us off of the field on Sunday.
And we assure you that decision will be made by 4 o'clock on Sunday.
So keep tuned to that as well. But we got a huge weekend coming up on the network and a lot of big games. And highlighted by one, I know I'll be at the All-Star game with you, Amp, but I'm definitely going to be tuning into that 18U game between Nightline and Astro on Scene 1. That's Sunday.
If you include tonight's games into the weekend, which I think Friday counts for the weekend, you'll have 38 games between tonight and Sunday on the network.
Load it up for you.
No one else is giving you that kind of coverage.
We got you wall to wall in the summer too. No high schools in session right now. This is summer, straight summer. 38 games in a weekend.
38 games. That's going to make Quinn very happy, as he's going to be rocketed towards his goal of summer games on the network. Is 38 in 3 days. That's going to be big.
Gonna smash some records here. We're here to just keep on smashing the ones that we put in place. It's just another milestone here.
We're Juggernaut from the X-Men. You just keep breaking through the walls.
I'm excited to see the grand total for our 1 year, because that's always fun to see when we unveil what our total number of games that we covered in a season. Because I know our announcers, Quinn, put in a great amount of work too to make sure that all these games are covered. And again, the announcers are doing a great job too, because 38 games, that means you need bodies at all these games too. And
a lot of people doing triple headers, a lot of people putting in a full day of work. Richie Giuliano, I mean, he's going to be at scene from 9 a.m. to 10 p.m. That's a day.
Dedicate a seat in that press box, and Richie's
that is a day. He might have a mold by that time, like a mold of his butt from how long he sits in that chair.
He puts in work too, and great work, and it's going to be a great day. And if there's anything you can't do, if you're just in the house on the weekend Sunday, you can at least tune in and hear Richie Giuliano's voice for literally the entire weekend set, just about too, as he'll be covering us and helping us on the network the entire weekend.
And we're going to take our last, probably our last break of the day. We'll come back and we'll start wrapping up the show on Running Point, brought to you by Greenwood Chevrolet in Austintown.
It's a new year at Acura of Boardman and Boardman Mitsubishi, with huge savings on over 350 fully inspected vehicles. We have cars, trucks, SUVs, minivans, and work vehicles. We don't have it, our team will find it. We aim for 100% credit approval with payments as low as $99 per month. And as always, we'll pay top dollar for your trade. For a great vehicle and a great experience, come see why everyone is stopping by at Acura Boardman and Boardman Mitsubishi.
You're not waiting to see what the world has in store for you. It's more about what you have in store for the world. All you need is the opportunity. All you need are the resources of a large university and the advantages of a personalized academic setting, where you can experience new worlds in the arts and sciences, business, and education, and make them your own. We are where you shape your future. We are Youngstown State University, and proud.
You know, being able to have success on the football field and the basketball court and just every aspect of, my sports career is now documented. One of the greatest things about high school sports is to be able to talk about it for the rest of your life, and to look back on the days with my buddies whenever we had some battles, whether it was with our rival or just another game, and I could go back and look at it, and not only myself but my family members, my teammates, and it's something that will last a lifetime. My name is Parker Sherry, and my sports network is your sports network.
It's storm season,
I think we're under the gun for some heavy storms over the next couple of hours.
and Storm Tracker 21 is ready.
This is probably the one we're keeping a closer eye on.
On air,
And locally, we're going to have a lot of eyes on our area.
online,
All right, let's talk high-risk futurecast and the timing of this weather.
on social media, and on our app.
Notice we'll have scattered showers on Thursday.
Stay ready with Storm Tracker 21.
The severe weather threat now through around sunset this evening.
Every customer has a story, and at Greenwood Chevrolet, we are committed to making sure it ends with you in the right vehicle. I get to be part of somebody's adventure, whether it's buying a car for the first time, helping them get approved, or finding the perfect car for their budget. I'm proud that people trust me with their finances. They trust me to take care of them, and they trust me with their story. I'm Tracy, and I'm ready to go the extra mile for you, only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
We are Kent State in the Valley. Start and finish one of more than 25 bachelor's or associate degree programs, or start one of Kent State's 280 majors. With low tuition, public, and plenty of scholarship opportunities, we will help you maximize your education and minimize student debt. Enjoy the benefits of a smaller campus with all the opportunities of a large university. Save money, stay close to home. Apply today by visiting kent.edu/Trumbull.
WRS Wealth Advisors is the area's premier wealth and retirement specialist. With our combined 70 years experience, WRS Wealth Advisors is the area's premier wealth and retirement specialist. Call 330-965-0370 to learn more about our individual and corporate financial planning services, or visit wrswealth.com. Good luck, athletes.
Quality, customer service, and integrity. Those are the four words that have driven our success since 1957 at Joe Dickey Electric.
Joe Dickey Electric is one Mahoning Valley landmark business that stays current with the requirements of our customers. Family owned and managed, we are an electrical contractor and energy solutions provider. Every member of our team adds to his or her skill set through ongoing training. Residential, commercial, industrial, automotive, and more. We keep ahead of the needs of our customers with a fleet of more than 50 vehicles and 24/7 emergency service, so you're never left in the dark.
Welcome back to Running Point on ysnlive.com, brought to you by Greenwood Chevrolet in Austintown. Anthony Hartwig alongside Ty Bartell. I want to remind everyone that those tickets are still available for the free Scrappers tickets to any remaining home game for the Mahoning Valley Scrappers. We got about, half an hour or so left. If you tell us who went 2 for 4 with 2 RBI and a run scored for the Scrappers last night in their lineup, you can get these tickets to any remaining home Scrappers game. We have them right here, and we will put them in will call for you if you get the answer right to our trivia question.
And you see that trivia question rolling at the bottom of the screen too. So you got that for you. If you can just get us that answer, you got it in the comment section on any of our social media pages, or if you're able to get the answer to us, we'll get you those 4 free tickets to any of the home Mahoning Valley Scrappers games.
Don't let us down, people. Don't let us down. We had the first week we had this really quick, like boom. So try to get an answer to us before the show. We want to give away these tickets, and if we don't, we'll move it to next Friday like we always do.
Absolutely. So try to take advantage of it while you can, folks.
Ty, we want to take a moment to give a shout out. I guess not a shout out, but a warm, we are sending our hearts out to Joey Fazzone. He was scheduled to be on our show earlier this week. He messaged us that day and said he had a family emergency, couldn't come in. Yesterday, we learned that he lost his father. So we wanted to make sure that we are thinking of his family and everything that they're going through right now. He's a member of the Class B family. We love covering him. He plays for Avalanche. We were going to have him on the show this week. Obviously, he's dealing with a lot more than baseball right now. So I wanted to take the time to make sure that the YSN family and us especially give a shout out to him and let him know that his family and everyone that is impacted by this tragedy is in our thoughts and our prayers. And we're thinking of you, man, so much.
Yeah, we're absolutely thinking of you too. As a member of the YSN family too, we're there for you, as well as make sure you send out your thoughts and prayers to Joey Fazzone as he's going through a tough time, and hopefully we'll have a chance to at least talk with Joey at some point in this season or in the next coming months.
Great character kid. He was so excited to get on the show, and hopefully when he gets through this and we can have him on and we can still talk a little bit of baseball. But right now he's obviously dealing with so much more than that, and he's trying to get through it. So once again, I wanted to give a shout out to one of our members of the Class B family. We look forward to seeing you again, bud, and we send our thoughts and prayers to you and your family.
Absolutely. As our friend too, Brian Tonar, was posting the Mercy Health Foundation preview, the 12 to 15 leaderboard for AJGA. Colton Lusk too was also placed in first from Canyonsburg, PA, that -4 golfing through that one, and then Hazel Cottrell and Grace Zahn both tied for first, as Cottrell was +1 and going even was Zahn in that tournament.
That's a really busy week of golf down there.
It really is too, and I just want to make sure to give a shout out on some more names as they're coming through. As we had a chance to be out there Wednesday, we talked a little bit about it on yesterday's show, but yeah, Brian and them do a great job down there in Mill Creek. We can't thank them enough, and I mean, those courses we got a chance to be on. Hole 18 right there on the South course, gorgeous course too, one of two that we have access to in Mill Creek, and they made sure they had it fully packed, if I must say so. We had so many golfers coming through there, and it was a great busy day, great weather as well. And we can't thank Brian and his staff enough for what they do. They do such a superb job down at Mill Creek.
I wish we had video of like me trying to give you like a mental map of the golf course. As you got there, you couldn't find where we were set up, and I'm like, I don't know where we
are. You don't know where we are. I don't know where to go.
I know where we are, but I can't really move around and give you landmarks. So I was like, we're in a USA flag tent. We're on the 18th hole. I knew exactly where we are, but I can't
the only mistake I made. I was in that parking lot. I just walked up to the right to the golf shop instead of up to the left. If I would have walked up to the left, I would have been there. But the only time I had been there, we were on the driving range back in October. We were right there by the driving range, I think, back in October. So
right.
That's the only other time I remember being at Mill Creek. So apparently that was a spot we've been plenty of times before.
The last time we did Running Point remote, we did our shows remotely from Mill Creek. We were there behind the 18th green.
Yeah. And it was a cool spot too. It was my first time getting to sit there, and I mean, you got to see the golfers coming through.
Cool spot. Unfortunately, we tend to forget that we were on a green.
Yeah.
So we were like, sometimes we did not have the best golf etiquette, so we apologize for that. But we wanted to always talk in our Jim Nance voice, like this. Hello, friends. But
I always like doing those remote running points, though. It's always a fun.
We talk about it. We got to do some more. We got to find other places that we can go to do the show.
Yeah, we'll have to.
It'd be fun to do it live from like a summer camp for volleyball or a summer camp for football. But
we'll have to start discussing too. Definitely, like high school sports seasons would be ideal. Because we kind of here on Running Point too, we kind of lead into things a little bit earlier, I'd say, than every other show on the network. We previewed basketball early. We previewed
basketball before. Yeah, we started our basketball previews right as the football playoffs started.
So we make sure we're kind of we're introducing the new sport as the other one is starting to go as well too, while we're still talking about that one. But no, exactly, you're right. And once we get into these high school seasons, I think we could start discussing some ideas of maybe some places if they'll welcome us to have a show there, we could set it up there.
Deep in the woods in Mill Creek.
But yeah, I'm excited for these upcoming seasons. But I'm excited for this weekend, man. Like you said, 38 games that we're going to have on the docket. 30. A lot of baseball games. I'm excited for these All-Star games that we're going to have on the slate as well.
Come out to the All-Star games on Saturday and Sunday. Bobstein Park for the baseball, YSU softball complex for the softball one. $5 entry gets you into the game. All the proceeds from the gate go to the Project MKC. We are so happy that we were able to partner with them. There are going to be t-shirts available. There are going to be concession stand. There's going to be a bunch of fun stuff that you can participate in, and also we'll have their autograph sessions. So make sure to bring memorabilia and merchandise that you want one of the athletes or all the athletes to sign, and we would be more than happy to get you the autograph of your favorite all-star on the baseball and softball fields.
Yeah, we want to make sure we take care of you as far as that is concerned as well. Some big games, though, coming up as well in Bobstein Park as far as baseball is concerned, folks. So if you're going to be like me, I'm going to definitely be tuning into some of these games, both Saturday and Sunday, because there's some big ones on the docket for all divisions.
9 a.m. to over 9 p.m. Like the last game starts on Saturday and Sunday at 7:30. So you're going to have coverage from 9 a.m. and then a game starting. It's going to be 12 hours. Like it's going to have 12 hours of coverage.
That's what we aim to have here on YSN as much as we can, right? Wall-to-wall coverage, pillar to post.
And there's no breaks either. There are no breaks from local sports on Saturdays and Sunday. I mean, it's literally there's no like little gap. There's no. It's 9 a.m. to over 9 p.m. for just nothing but local sports.
And we get to be a part of it every step of the way for the weekend too. And you can as well for absolutely free, thanks to our wonderful sponsors.
I feel like Richie Giuliani was sitting in the room over there. He's going to be literally a part of everything on Saturday because he's going to have his first game at like 9 a.m. at Scene Park. He's going to be there until the All-Star games are over. So he's literally putting in a 12-hour day.
Getting it done is like we've said many times.
Welcome to the family. Here's a 12-hour workday. Yeah, getting exposed to the world of YSN. That's what we do. We put in the work to highlight our athletes and highlight the people that we cover on this wall behind you. You can only see about maybe half of the teams that we have behind you because it's cut off and my body's blocking them. But all the schools back there, we put in all the work in the world behind the scenes and in front of the scenes to make sure they get highlighted and covered. I mean, the work that went in, I wish people knew the work that went in behind the scenes by people to just get this All-Star game afloat. And then all the stuff that people are going to be doing at the All-Star game that go way beyond just announcing it. It's all YSN workers, and we are so happy that they're able to buy into what we do and put in the long days for this weekend. We will be rewarded. We will be rewarded for the time that we put in.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, our reward is just to getting to see all these groups of people too in one kind of solidified place. Huh?
It's going to be crazy. Like some of these players have never got the chance to probably meet each other. And then some of them have been like close friends for a while, like to play on the same team for the first time. It's going to be crazy.
It's always fun seeing the families, I think, of everyone too. Because I mean, just getting a chance to meet these families from so many different teams as you and I both have and all of us have here at YSN over the course of the season. I experienced it with basketball, and I'm sure it's going to be the same with baseball, softball, just getting them all under the same kind of building or in the same seats too, and be able to kind of go around talking and seeing everyone at once. It's kind of a surreal feeling to get all those names under one banner.
All right, Ty, we have about 15 minutes to have some fun before we get out of here. And of course, we cover all the women's sports, volleyball, girls basketball, softball around the area, around the athletic schedule. Yesterday was the 50th anniversary of Title IX. What's been your favorite women's sports memory on YSN so far in your time here with the company?
Oh, wow. I mean,
it's hard. I'm asking the question, and I'm going to have a hard time answering it. So I'm just putting it on you.
It's a loaded one for this one because there's a lot of women's sports that I've a lot of girls sports that I've gotten to kind of get introduced to. I mean, the thing with Title IX and just girls sports in general, it's always been a close connection for me because that's where I kind of got my start in announcing too, was Fitch girls basketball when I was actually going to high school there prior to YSN. So when I got with YSN in 2019, since that moment, just some of the highlights. I don't know if I can name just one, honestly. There's so many great moments. I think Waterloo's basketball run this last year was really fun to kind of be a part of and be in depth because that girls team was really fun. Seeing Sydney Watts debut and kind of have that debut meet all the hype that was brought on prior to the season, and she just went out there full display and showcased from the jump exactly who she was going to be, and just being a part of that full season, this incredible softball season was amazing. I think Zeta Creaky, some of the amazing shots that she's tanked in from half has been
winning in the All-Star game.
That's been fun. There's so many great athletes that I've gotten a chance to see as well with this team. another one I can think of off the top of the head. Jackie Grisdale going off, I think, for 36 the one time I got a chance to see her was a great moment, too, in Poland, like just absolutely was eating like she usually was able to. That was a great moment.
Like, congratulations to her for earning a scholarship at Quinnipiac. Walk on for 1 year. Now they've given her a scholarship after her first year as a walk on.
And well deserved, right? Because she showcased the talent level.
She was the only walk on in Quinnipiac history to win a postseason conference award. So that earns you a scholarship.
The volleyball comeback for Fitch against Aurora was a pretty good.
That was fun.
Was a pretty good one that I got to be in attendance for.
That same volleyball season, I remember Fitch's win over Canfield in 5 sets.
That was a great one too. You got a chance to be in that one too for that one. That was a fun one that happened too between those two.
Those two programs that last year and the year before, there's like dogfights, straight up dogfights between players like Abby Householder and players like Jocelyn Jordan going at each other. That was just incredibly fun to watch.
And we get to experience it all more, and it's going to continue to expand now because we're seeing women's wrestling now starting to be included into OHSAA tournaments, as well as another exciting one, I should say, is boys volleyball. I think is going to be a fun one to see take place as well. Because I think just athletically, we've seen that these boys have been able to keep up with it, and I think a lot of the boys have been asking for it too in these high schools for a boys volleyball team for a while as well.
Yeah, and don't forget, like Title IX, we all focus on the women that it helps because that's why it was made to have equality in sports. But it also helps out sports like that because men's volleyball doesn't come about unless you have to stay equal with your sports that you offer. So you have to balance out one thing with another. So you get men's volleyball out of a Title IX rule. And there are a lot of things about, especially when you get into college, there are things you don't understand about Title IX that come up, like scholarships you're allowed to give out and things like that. So, although we focus on women's sports for Title IX because that's kind of the biggest impact that it made, it's also all about equity in sports and making sure that everyone gets the equal opportunity to compete in whatever sport they want to compete in.
And I love seeing it too because it just means more sports and more sports tournaments, and that's just more things for us to talk about here on Running Point.
Give me more sports.
I'm always willing to grab more sports if we can here. So that edition is going to be fun to talk about. We're going to get fresh new matchups, as you may have not known. We talked about it prior to on last week's show. The divisions have all been kind of reorganized, so we're going to get some fresh matchups this year too.
Also, get some conference matchups and tournaments that we didn't get to see last time.
So we're going to be excited for that. It's going to be a fun year as summer's still in full swing, but the All-Star game kind of starts putting the finishing touches on the summer season as we're going to start closing out the final couple months before the next.
I would say the All-Star game is the bow on the high school spring season.
Yeah, that's what I would say. Like that's
baseball. We still have, of course, Little League baseball and softball that we still do, but like from the high school realm, the All-Star games are kind of like the bow. And then we start
quite literally, what is it? A few weeks after Class B's done too, because the playoffs start, I think, a few weeks after, if I'm not mistaken.
Right.
It's like a beginning of July, I think, or a second week of July, and then we have the Little League too that goes all throughout the month, and that's kind of when that season starts too for like those districts and everything for the Little League.
But I like that we kind of get to put a bow on high school, and then we get to go right wall to wall coverage of youth sports in that Little League district. I mean, we're gonna have every game for softball and baseball.
You get the chance to see the future before we go into the next high school season. So you're going to see all the names that you're going to be seeing in the high school realms in the next coming years, right before we start the next high school seasons.
And then you add that to the Class B playoffs. That's going to be fun. And then a couple more travel softball tournaments as well that we'll be able to cover on the weekends as well. So it's going to be a fun way to kind of end the summer. But like you're right, I think these All-Star games are kind of the bow on the package that is high school spring sports.
Yeah, and that's exactly what we said with like the basketball. It's like your kind of goodbye, I guess, to the high school basketball season, and it's the same thing. Obviously, summer ball, travel ball, still in full effect, but they're going to be donning their high school uniforms for a reason too. As many of them as they can, obviously, we know, but they're going to be donning the high school uniforms for a reason because this is going to be our kind of our goodbye to high school baseball, softball for the 2022 year.
And then I'm going to be just making a paper chain for the next season to start.
Yeah, and then Anthony's gonna get his itch. Hey, my basketball itch needs to be fulfilled before your next softball one, and we got a whole football season that I'm sure the boss man is
I'll just
right now too to get through.
Put my focus right on volleyball, and we'll get that going.
Volleyball, football season coming up too for the fall before you get that itch going again.
It'll be my third season of being a producer on Audible Call, coming in here helping Mike Ackelson get to games, and that'll be real fun. We have a new set for Audible Call. It's going to look a lot better, and we got Mike Ackelson a nice little desk now with a big computer monitor that he can use.
Under his feet. What are we talking about? We got a football field.
He's going to be standing on the 50-yard line for Audible Call, and that's going to be real fun to be a part of the new look Audible Call in the fall on ysnlive.com.
Yeah, as we are gonna,
we gotta get Mike in the studio more often in the off season. I miss that buddy.
He is a great guy. Our mind obviously on that, but we still, like you said, Anthony, very focused on the Little League districts that are going to be coming up. We're excited for the full swing of that. But before that, we got a huge all-star weekend this weekend ahead for you folks. Wall-to-wall coverage as far as local sports is concerned on the network.
We hit the twilight of the show. A couple things. Last call for these tickets. 4 tickets. If you're going to get it by the end of the show, all you have to do is tell me who went 2 for 4 with 2 RBI and a run scored for the Scrappers last night in their lineup. Hit the name, put the name in the comment section. You'll get 4 free tickets to any remaining home Scrappers game. That's still on the table. I also want to say one more time before we leave about the softball game on Sunday. We realize there is a chance of rain. We have put a rain date available on Monday if we do have to cancel. As of now, we are still green for Sunday at 7. That decision will be made by 4 o'clock between conversations with us in the YSU field crew. So that decision will be made by 4 o'clock on Sunday, whether or not the game will be that night or Monday night. So stay tuned to our YSN Live social accounts on Sunday to make sure you're up to date. And we'll try to get that information out to the players that are traveling from tournaments as well in a timely manner. So once again, we're still aiming for Sunday. We're still there on Sunday, but we have put together a kind of a safety net, I guess you would say, a rain day on Monday. So if there is rain, no worries. It won't stop us from having an all-star game. We'll have it on Monday instead of Sunday.
Yeah, we'll get you taken care of for sure as far as that's concerned. Just keep updated on our socials, and we'll keep you guys updated.
So I believe that does it for the house cleaning. I think we've gotten everything. We gotten our tickets. Once again, still got a few minutes to get our tickets. 18 games on the network on Saturday.
15
total of 38 between tonight and Sunday night. 38 games on the network. Wall-to-wall coverage on Saturday and Sunday. Make sure you tune in to ysnlive.com/live to find the links to all those games. And then as far as today goes, Casual Sports Podcast coming up next from 2 to 3. Power Hour from 3 to 4 with Richie and DJ both on the Power Hour. And that'll do it for us on Running Point. We're going to take a 70-hour break. And we'll be back on Monday from 12 to 2 with a new week of Running Point. And it'll be, actually not Monday, but next week will be the last week of June. So we'll be venturing into July next week. Oh, that's scary. It needs to stop moving. Stay here.
Yeah, I know, right? And we want to keep it here. We've had some really long days. The longest day of the year just a couple days ago. And it's every day it gets a little bit shorter now. So I think I just saw it too. So I think it was on WFMJ's channel too. They posted like their halfway to Christmas mark.
No.
Like today I was like, what are we doing, FMJ? Don't make me think about the Christmas already. Stop it. But our friends too, graciously reminding us that winter is always looming over the heads of Ohioans.
We don't get a fall. We get like 2 weeks of fall weather, and then we're hit with 30s.
Exactly.
We'll be back on Monday with nice weather on Monday, and we'll see everyone after the busy weekend on YSN. All-Star games, Class B games, softball, travel softball games, all on the network on Sunday and Saturday. Don't miss a minute of it on